So what I'm doing is looking around for a scene to paint. So I quite like those figures there, those two women and the dogs. And we've got some other people over there. That could be good. I can use them as reference material. What I also love is this tree. I don't know if I'm going to paint it, but there's something, I don't know, it's got like vines on the top or something, but it looks really, yeah, there's something about it, something a bit sad, a bit forlorn. And this area here, it's really, unkempt, neglected, and yet it's beautiful in a way. It's a bit wild. And you get places like this in Japan. So, and I just love the colour of this winter grass. But I have had a look around and yeah, I think what I'm going to paint is just over here. I think I'm going to use this weird path that goes down steeply. It's very interesting. And I like this path here. I don't know why. And I think I'm going to do this shot here. And at some point in the future, not today, but I'm going to do maybe this scene as well. I think this looks quite interesting. In fact, I might do that today. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to have a go at this one. So I had to move my camera there because I think my palette is going to be between the camera and the paper, which is a bit annoying for the viewer. I'm doing a very simple sky. It's beautiful today. Well, it is now. Earlier on, it was wet and cloudy and quite cold. Now the sun has come out and things are drying up, and I feel quite warm here in the sun. So I'm going to do some radiant sun here. It's lovely to feel warm in February, outside that is. And looking at the beautiful warm golden grass, listening to the birds tweeting. It's beautiful. Love it. I try once a week to get out here and do painting, outdoor painting. So let's do a bit of blue here. Will it look good? I don't know. It's not too bad. It's going to be a bit of a strange one, this one. Okay, let's make it grey. Some phthalo blue, quidrissy magenta, which I use because they sell it in 60 milliliter tubes. The wind's a bit cool though. Oh, that's nice. It's a bit purplish, but I like that. Okay, tissue. It's very nice, very delicate. So let's do a few highlights maybe. I don't know where. Oh, I should have done it on the grey. Okay. We'll call this an abstract painting. Then it doesn't have to be correct. Oh, I like it though. It's beautiful. And to be honest, that's what I am doing. I'm making beautiful patterns. That's nice. Okay, now the golden yellow bit. Basically just a lot of yellow ochre. But if I can get some expressive, not expressive. I don't know if that's like the Japanese coming in there. Oh dear. Some expressive, not expressive brush strokes. Can we do it? I don't know. I'm going to try. Let's be real scrappy. Yeah. This brush is going to have a short lifespan, I think. But it's making a beautiful painting, that's what counts. Oh, I like that. That looks lovely. That warmth is so beautiful. Then here too. Yeah, explosion. And then the path. So the path is a kind of purplish colour. So some blue. I'm using phthalo blue. So from this point on, I'll just say blue, because it becomes a bit hard to keep saying phthalo blue, red shade, and it definitely becomes difficult to keep saying quadracene magenta. I'm just going to say red, but you know what I mean now. So try and do this in a rough way. We like it rough. Okay, and then it looks a bit boring, doesn't it? Let's do some splatter, make it a little bit more interesting, and then some lighter stuff up here. So my yellow is normally yellow ochre, and my red is quadracene magenta, and my blue is phthalo blue, red shade. I just want to darken this up a bit. Oh yeah, I like all that texture. I should have done that with the yellow ochre. Oh my goodness. You live and learn, hopefully. Oh, but I quite like that. Okay, then let's do that wall. So yellow, blue and red, mostly, but it wants to look kind of greyish, but lighter than the path. Oh, it's going to be difficult, that is. That looks definitely brown. I don't want brown. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's do the distant background. So I'm going to use cerulean blue here. Touch of alizarin crimson. No, quadracene magenta. Okay, and then here we go. Yeah, darker. Needs to be darker. And the sky hasn't dried. Oh bloody hell. Oh bloody hell. Oh, it's nice. It's really nice out here. Should I let it dry? Let's just test it up here. Maybe it has dried. Maybe I'm safe. So we've got that curving bridge. I'll do some lights, road lights, a little bit later. Okay. Get a nice edge there. And then let's move more to cerulean blue. Mix that in. Okay. Then there's a big hill over here. I'm making Oita Prefecture famous. I wish that would stop bleeding like it is. Stop bleeding. Okay. And then we've got this thing here. And then there's some kind of mountain over there. Do it very rough, and it looks quite nice. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty good. Go a bit darker into that maybe. The joy of watercolor. I like this haziness, although this hazy shadow here, but it is perhaps a bit too hazy, but there we go. Okay, that's quite nice. So let's come down into here. Goodness me, this is going to be so tricky. Minimalism. I think I'm going to use my liner brush. It's really long as well. So I'm going to start off with something very light, maybe yellow ochre. I'm going to mix it into this grey. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. One thing I know really well is the fewer marks, the better. Knowing something is one thing, doing it something else. Okay, it's a bit dark down here. But I love this pattern of the grass, this wildness. It's beautiful. Okay, maybe that's enough. I need to leave that there. Then go over here. Okay, and maybe that's enough there. Having a break, so it's drying off. I'm having a break. I've only been painting about 5 minutes. It's looking good, which is scaring me a bit because then the pressure's on. It's an outdoor painting, it doesn't matter. Just having a few cashew nuts, very nice. I'll just show you the view over there because it's really beautiful. Oh. Beautiful, right? Okay. Then back to my masterpiece of a face. This is the life. Outside painting, sun on my face, beautiful view, nobody around, and a few nuts. And the sound of birds tweeting. What more can you ask for? Like when I'm outside in Japan, sometimes there's just a wonderful feeling. Can't really explain it, but really makes life special. And once again, it's all about not too many brush strokes. Oh, I forgot to do that tower there, water tower. Okay, well, too late now. Okay, that will do. Then let's get the liner brush. Wow, the sun's going behind a cloud and the temperature just dropped. It will come out again. Yeah, they're really beautiful, these lovely lines. Wow, it's really gone dark now, goodness me. And there's a big chunky tree here. I almost don't want to paint it. Okay. Yeah, that's quite good. Maybe should have been a touch darker, but not bad. And then we've got a green tree over here. And it really does look a bit green, but I'll make it a touch green. Just a touch. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the green in that. The sun has come out and now it looks really green. Goodness me. Oh, not very happy with the edge there. Okay. That's not bad. Okay, and now we've got a dark area up here. It's very dark actually. I might just do one bit dark. Oh, and I should have done like this. Eee. Oh, but we can make it work maybe. So some areas are going to be goes down quite far, and then some areas doesn't go down quite so far. Ooh, it's a bit tricky. It's beautiful though. Okay, let's use this liner brush, pure water. Let's go a bit crazy. Let's go crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get copyrighted. Okay. And then we've got a dark bit here. Wow, this is tricky, this is. When it's tricky, just go crazy. Don't sing, Gareth. That's I'm gonna get copyright. But I'm not that good, so maybe not. Ooh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Let's spray. I love it when a painting comes together. Okay. So it has some deep bits. Yeah, I've got to be a bit careful here. It's real minimalism. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it, guys. You see, one of the most important things in watercolor painting is what you leave out. Your ability to leave stuff. And there I go, painting everything in like I'm painting a wall or something. Yeah, what you can leave out is so important. That'll do. Maybe I overdid it a little bit. Maybe we should do some splatter for textural effect. Oh yeah, I like it. Have to soak that up soon. Okay, then let's do this wall here. Okay. I've run out of my mix. Okay. still learning how to paint this wild grass, but I'm really enjoying it. Okay, then this wall, let's do a little bit of dry brush strokes, hopefully, and just a little, because I like that it's quite light. Oh, that's it. Yeah, fantastic. Not too much. Okay, that's good. Okay, where's my tissue? Have to be careful I use the right tissue, not the one that I wipe my nose with. Sorry, I can't help the bad jokes. Now I need a darker mix. I'm going to go in there with some dark mix. I am the king of shadows. Here we go. But once again, just a little. To start using the fingernail. Yeah, it got a bit too dark, didn't it? I think I overdid it, but still think it looks pretty good. It's so easy to overdo it. But it looks powerful. And let's do some dry brush strokes maybe on this path. I'm not sure. I'm a bit frightened of doing that, but I think it needs it. It'd be nice to have some scrap paper to test this out on, but we haven't got any. Oh my goodness. You did it wrong. It's okay. Oh yeah, that's quite nice actually. Ooh, lovely, lovely jubbly. And get some direction in here. Nice. Oh yeah, really looks like a path, maybe too much. Okay, I need to let this dry a little, and then I've got my knife. My what is it? My little knife. Goodness me, I think it's rusting. I better get rid of this one. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, this goes in the bin. Okay, so tonight. Oh, this is the plastic bit. That's actually quite good as well. Maybe even better. Still a bit wet down here, I think, so. Oh, I can get rid of some of that dark. Add some light areas. When I did the splatter, it was a bit of a mistake because it made it all run together. And I lost all my highlights. I'm getting them back. Wow. I love creating textures. Maybe a little bit of overkill, but I think it looks amazing. Just a little bit of darkening up. Oh, dry brush, that will work as well. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. It's quite powerful. Maybe this should be darker. Oh my goodness. I hate that when you have to darken a dark area again. Okay. Wow, yeah, definitely going darker. Maybe at the top here I can lighten that a bit, yeah. Okay. Relax, enjoy it. Sometimes I can get a bit too caught up in it and lose the enjoyment. Oh yeah. Some really nice stuff happening here. Some lovely marks. Oh, I like this. I'm kind of using the bottom of the brush head. It's probably a name for it. I don't know it. And it creates a nice effect. You want to be making interesting marks, yeah. It's really important. Well, the sun's getting quite low now, and temperature's starting to go down. I'm getting near the end, but I'm not quite there yet. It's a big deal because I'll be okay today, I think, but if you're in the middle of painting something and the sun goes down in winter time, it can get really cold and your hands can get really numb and not very responsive. It makes the whole process quite challenging. And frustrating. My figure's a little bit boring. Doesn't look like he's moving. That's a bit more interesting, this leg coming forward a bit. Okay. And then time for the dog. And I can do these shapes pretty much as silhouettes, I think. the dog look better as a drawing than as a painting? Hopefully it's passable. I'm not sure. I tried. Maybe its head is a wee bit too big. Okay, and then time for the shadows. So a bit more of a purpley mix for that. So blue and alizarin crimson. No, not alizarin crimson. Quadracine magenta. They're pretty similar. Okay, and then this thing here. Okay. Yeah, it needs something. I don't know what. Maybe darkening a bit here. I wish this had been a bit darker. I hate having to, you know, go over it again later on. Especially intricate thing like this. Goodness me. But this is quite an interesting shape actually. Okay, quite like that. And then use that same colour over here for this and just oh yeah. Sometimes it just works. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I quite like that. Oh, I love that sky though. That sky is fantastic. And I think soon, yeah, darken this path a bit. Okay. But still try and have some dry brush effect. Challenging. Challenging, challenging. Bit nervous. Dry brush. you've got to be kind of fearless. Well, that's what I find anyway, for me. Get some directional marks in there. I'm having fun. And I think we've made it. Now it's a bit overkill, but I prefer that to underkill. And as it dries, it will also fade amazingly. And I think I need to make this figure just a little bit more interesting. Wow, it looks really beautiful now. It's a completely different mood, but it looks nice. Okay. Just looks a little bit more interesting now, I think. Okay. And the dog is going to be a black dog. That makes it easier. Okay. White. Come on, white. Save the day. White's like the cavalry. Maybe not always, but often a few highlights with white paint can really help. Sadly, my white's a bit dirty. And I've got green in my white. And again. It's because I've got this super long brush. It goes from one mixing thing into another one. Okay, use a different brush. Okay. And I might do a little bit of mixing this with yellow. Wow. So using my bamboo brush here. Okay, just do a few highlights. And do a few over these dark areas. Just a few. Can look rather nice. There's a bit of an ugly mark there. Okay, time for going for bright white. Hopefully soften it up. Yep, the sun's just about gone. And it's about to get super blooming cold, and I took my coat off. It was so hot. Dry brush, please. Looks quite nice. Oh yeah, that looks quite pretty. Okay, I like that. That's sort of how I imagined it and wanted it to be. Just light adding texture and going just a little bit over the top. I'm too conservative. Yeah, I think that just looks a bit more exciting. And it will fade a bit, so at the moment it looks maybe a bit overkill. It might be. There we go. Quite like that. And yeah, the figure, a few highlights on the figure, and we are done. Hopefully. So I want to get a fine line if possible. Yeah. This is a little bit wet. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay, maybe at the bottom here, just a little bit darker, I think. And then it's done. It's good enough. It's only a sketch, not a masterpiece. Okay, so let's just Oh yeah. I think that was a good idea. It needed a bit more solid colour at the bottom, I think. That rosemary smells nice. That's it, done. Okay. Yeah, so that was quite fun to paint. I think I might possibly, this is too wet, but I might possibly later on do just a few yellow, a mix of yellow and white here, thin strokes, and bring it out a little bit. This has retained a lot more of its yellowness than this here. But yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe I should have gone a bit darker here, but I think I'm happy with it. Yeah. Maybe, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? Just a few darks. Yeah, I think that's it. I say that's it, and then I just continue playing around with it. Okay, finished, and that's good because the sun's gone and now it's going to get freezing cold. And I finished. I came out, I did a painting. I'm delighted. It felt like I actually really did something. Okay, time to clean up. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. In fact, I think that's more beautiful now than when I started painting. So anyway, the sun has gone down, it's beginning to get cool, but look at that cloud. You see that line of white sweeping across at the top, the underside of a cloud. It's beautiful. And then lower down, we've got that lovely yellow glow. Fantastic. And then in the distance, we've got a bluey grey cloud, and then below that, there's a bluey grey mountain, and they're more or less the same colour. I would say the same colour. Wow. Anyway, here's my painting. I'm actually really happy with it. So the sky is weird. I love it. The path is, yeah, that is a well-used path. Maybe with the grass, there's not enough lightness there, but I'm still really happy with it. And the figure and the dog are okay. Wow, that train's really loud. I do like that tree over there. Something about that tree is really nice. Okay, so now time to go home. Maybe have a cup of tea and a cookie. What a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon, hopefully, with another little painting trip here in Japan.